Hello and welcome everyone, my name is TheSparrowsJourney and this is Dead Synchronicity. For another first look video, I have troubles with that word, so I guess I'll keep it to dead. Dead Tomorrow Comes Today. It's a point and click game, one of my favorite genres in gaming. And it's a game developed by Fixturama Studios and published by Daedalic Entertainment. All complicated words. Dead Synchronicity is a dark noir in a world where basically crap hit the fan and we are this kind of non-hero guy that lost his memory and is gonna try to do something for good. I played for around 30 minutes and after that I don't know what's going on with the game. I think that's the most interesting approach to it, and also it's spoilers free so that I don't know what's going on and I can show you my first real impressions out of it. So Dead Synchronicity, let's start a new game.
Do you think he'll recover?
I don't know. It's too soon to say. We should let him rest.
There are thousands of bodies piled in the streets.
He's been very feeble for weeks. He can't get up. He doesn't speak. Do you think we should call a doctor?
Call a doctor? Here?
You're right. Let's just hope he wakes up one of these days. Come on, my friend. Hang on. Don't give up.
Please, let me get
Wake up, Michael. Come on, you have to wake up.
And this is where we pick up. Apparently we are called Michael.
Who are you? Who's there?
Please, Michael, wake up. Wake up.
This silence. And this darkness. Where am I? Damn it. I can't remember.
There we go. We have no memories.
Where are you? Where are you hiding?
Michael, please wake up. You have to wake up.
Michael? Is that my name? Please tell me where I am. I can't remember anything.
I feel this girl is the Groot's girlfriend because she can't say anything else other than wake up.
What's happening? What is this place? Please, tell me.
Wake up, Michael. Please wake up. Wake up now.
There we go.
Don't go! Please! Come back! Come back! This silence. This darkness. This emptiness.
Alright, this is where we pick up. So we have our mouse. Obviously this is a point and click game, so everything you do will be with your mouse. This is our inventory, the things that we carry with us. Currently I have nothing in my suitcase. So let's pick up this oil lamp, which is the only thing, not actually oil lamp, more like oil lamp. It's the only thing that you have on the screen. Act 1, a camp full of rats.
Good morning. I hope you're feeling better.
But...
Now don't be alarmed. I'm glad you feel strong enough to get out of bed. That's wonderful news. I must say you're looking much better, considering what you've been through, of course.
who are you?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive my manners. You've been with us for so long that I forgot that you don't know who we are. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rod Atkinson. I'm, well, I was the director of the Municipal Property Registry before, well, you know, before the world collapsed on us.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Atkinson. But
What a brand new start! Waking up from the bed and having a destroyed world in front of us. Now, here's the thing, I don't want to skip most of the text because it is a really important part of a point-and-click game, but due to the nature of this game and this video, I am gonna just hear a couple of seconds of the first sentences, then I'm gonna skip it with my mouse. I hope it is enough for you to understand the conversation. I know you shouldn't do this on a point-and-click game, but I want to show you as much as possible. Where am I? What is this place?
where am I?
You are in what I vent our humble, hopefully This is one of the many trailers that make up the refugee camp. Most of the inhabitants of this hellhole, excuse my...
Wait a second. Did you say
Yes, of course. The facility for temporary accommodation of, you know, after the army declared martial. You look a little confused, if you don't mind my saying so.
I don't know. Let me ask you.
Alright, here's the first thing that I don't like about this game. In a point-and-click game, normally, at least from my past experience, and I've played a lot of point-and-click games back in the days, they were the thing back in the days in gaming. You normally have several choices in your speech, and when you choose one, you go into a certain path, and the one that you had previously to choose that you didn't choose is not there anymore. In this game, it basically shows you all the sentences that you have available in the conversation, and you have to say them all. At least for these very first moments of the game, that's what I get.
Can you tell me what I'm doing?
Yes, of course. I think we owe you. A few days after the Great Wave, we found you lying in a ditch near the airport. We couldn't just leave you there. Someone had already so we decided to take care of you ourselves. By the way, I should tell you that when we found you, your clothes were ripped to shreds, so we threw them away. You'll find more things in that wardrobe. If you need anything...
Thank you, Mr. Atkinson. But...
So here we go, we have 3 lines of text over here. I could, choose one, and maybe, just maybe, when they're finished talking about that, we would have something like this to say. But, the third could go away because the first one already told us a little bit about this third issue. But no, the game basically gives you all these choices, and you will have to choose them to end a conversation.
The Great Wave? What are you talking about?
Well, what would I be talking? That damned... Excuse my language. The origin of this filthy new world. But do you really not remember? Do you really not remember anything about all this?
I feel a little weak and dizzy, Mr. Atkinson. I'm afraid I can't.
I see. There have been many cases like yours in the camp. Well, there's one thing I can tell you. There's nothing nice to remember about recent times.
You said with us.
Ah, yes, of course. I still haven't properly introduced my family to you. Now is a bad time, but I promise to make my wife and I sleep in the other and, well, little Colin sleeps with us.
Colin?
Yes, Colin is our only child. I'm going to confess something to you. Colin is the only reason my wife and I still struggle to keep going in this new world. We would have given up a long time ago if it weren't for him.
Of course. So that was your wife's voice that woke me up a few minutes ago, right?
My wife? No, that's impossible. My wife, but I'm glad you're feeling better. I guess we could say you've been, and although the circumstances aren't the best, simply being alive nowadays is practically a luxury.
I'm trying to cut the text or the voice at a point where it makes logic. From what you've told me, I see that you saved my life.
From what you've told me...
No, please. You don't have to thank us. It's our moral obligation to uphold the ethical principles of civilization. But call me Rod. And, well, we also did it for Colin. What kind of future does he face if we accept that it's every man for himself? It's a terrifying prospect, don't you think?
Rod! Rod!
Please excuse me.
No, wait, please. What's happened?
I'm sorry, I understand that you have a lot of questions to ask me, but now isn't the time. I promise to answer each and every one of your questions. Sorry, but I have to go.
Rod, please, quick!
Okay, all right.
Now that you're feeling better, you can go out and take a walk around the camp. But please, be very careful. Heed my warning, don't touch anything, at least until someone explains to you how things work in this new world, the Great Wave. Everything has changed so...
All right. Thanks for the advice.
Ah, you've been with us for quite a while now, and we don't even know what to call you. What is your name?
My name? Michael. My name is Michael.
Very pleased to meet you, Michael. We'll talk again later, I promise.
I guess it is Michael.
Michael. That's what that disembodied voice called me. That must be my name. Wake up, Michael. That's all she said. Leaving me in this immense void where I can't remember anything. Great wave? New world? Refugee camp? But what the devil could have happened out there? I think it might be a good idea to go out there and take a look.
So it's not the most original setup over here. We've seen things like these in movies and whatnot, but this is what Dead Synchronicity goes with. You can also notice the art style already, which is very unique. Everything you see here apparently is hand-drawn, other than the things that normally move have animation, such as my character, which looks like paper kind of art style. I like it, it's simple, and it fits the game, I would say. So let's start clicking stuff. That's what you do in a point-and-click game.
With the glass in the door broken, and that thick coating of grease lining it, I doubt anything's been baked in this oven for a long time.
Normally, in my past experience, I always look over things before touching them in a point-and-click game. But for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna go and just pick them up or whatever I have to do with it before looking at it. So basically, you have right-click to look at things, and you have left-click to pick them up or do actions with it. Then you have your inventory that I already showed you. Let's open the oven and pick up what seems to be a pot lid.
There's a very worn old
I
notebook
hate
hidden
that
under
noise.
the lid. The cover is practically falling off the spiral binding. It looks like
breaks the
someone stashed
immersion
it.
when you hear pling. Ugh. So we got a pot lid and a notebook. Notebook will be useful in the future to keep all your track of our actions in the game.
A pile of frying pans, plates, and dirty silverware waiting to be washed. Ugh, this place.
Okay, so this place is pretty ruined. We already know that. We have here a rumpled sheet.
Well, look at that. When I pulled back the sheet, part of it got torn on the spring stick. I hope Rod doesn't notice.
Well, we didn't pick up anything from that. So now we have a pot trading bed spring, which we can use in the future. We will see why. We have here the wardrobe, but we cannot
Impossible.
open it.
It's locked. I'm afraid my host forgot to unlock it before he left.
So I'm trying to use my movement keys, A, W, A, S, D, or up and down and left and right, but it doesn't do anything. So apparently the adventure part of this point-and-click game is gone. Let's go out and see what's out there.
Good God. What the hell happened here? Rod was right. I don't know what hit this place. But whatever it was, it struck into its very foundations, without any mercy whatsoever. What's happening now?
You better hide, dude. Don't you know that it's dangerous to show your face when the cleanup brigades come into the camp? You're new here, aren't you?
Yeah, you could put it that way.
Well, welcome to your new home. I'm Hank, but everyone calls me the Hunter.
I'm Michael. But what's going on up there?
Nothing, Mike, just routine. The cleanup brigades are taking away a sick person, a dissolved. You know how it is, just doing their job. Ironically, that house belongs to one of the camp moles. Those traitorous scumbags.
Brigades, dissolved, moles. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't remember anything.
Oh, I see, you're a blankhead. Well, you better get up to speed real quick if you want to survive here, Mike. Find me if you need help, dude. I can get you whatever you need. Doesn't matter where it is, how fast it runs, or where it tries to hide. That's why they call me the Hunter.
All right, I'll remember that.
Come back here! Don't take her away! Don't you know who I am? Come back here!
They shot that poor man in cold blood. But why did they do that? Hey, Hank?
Hank the Hunter.
I'm afraid he's gone.
So cliche. So I see this huge mix between, you know, if you can think about movies, Resident Evil
But what's happening? What is this? What the hell's going on here? Good God. I think I'm starting to lose my mind.
This is why, these kind of weird moments. District 9 mixed with Resident Evil mixed with Sky, which is a very old point-and-click game, but it really reminds me about the palette in that game and the style of it, even though it was a pixel game at the time, obviously.
Time has left these hinges bent and rusted. There's no way I'm going to be able to break open this door with my bare hands.
So here we are, destroyed world. Let's see what we can do in here. There seems to be a man over here that we can talk to. Or take his stuff.
Hey, you! Don't even think of putting your paws on that shopping cart! Stay away from my stuff, or I swear I'll rip your guts out with my bare hands!
Maybe not.
Okay, calm down. I won't touch anything.
So let's talk with this guy.
Ouch! Damn it! This vacant lot is full of trash and broken glass. I managed to rip open the sole of my foot in a rusty nail.
Hey! It's not a good idea to walk around barefoot in this enormous trash heap.
Yeah, thanks for the tip.
The tip is yours to keep. But if you come near my things, you're a dead man. Wait, I recognize you. Aren't you the guy Rod's been taking care of in his trailer?
Yes, I am. Do you know?
Of course I do. Everyone in the camp knows Rod. You owe him your life. Would do what he did for you.
Yes, I'm very grateful to him. But tell me, can I ask you?
I think the voice acting is good, it is decent, but I don't know, it just feels that they're really not there. It feels that these people are talking to a microphone. Obviously they are, if you think about it, that's how they do this kind of stuff for the games, but there's little to no post-production in the voice acting. You don't really feel he's in a desert camp or in a place surrounded by a destroyed world. There's sounds missing here, which kind of breaks the immersion. Alright, I guess we have to go through all this text. Or maybe not, as you can see here, I can just say goodbye and not even talk with him. This is good, this is what I'm looking in a point-and-click game. I like to have control of the conversation. But at the same time, it seems that the text or the dialogue doesn't really progress. You just have the choices and that's it. You don't have, you know, trees of dialogues that evolve.
I've been hearing about an enormous explosion. The Great Wave.
But what kind of question is that? Where have you been all this time? Sleeping in...
Well, you could say...
The Great Wave is the reason we're confined here like animals. The entire world went...
I've been able to see that with my own eyes. Can you tell me anything?
Okay, the Great Wave hit us one Friday afternoon right out of the blue. I'd made a lot of money.
Yeah.
First, we felt the ground quaking, as if a volcano was about to erupt. Then came the explosions. Glass broke. Buildings toppled. And then for weeks, the stench of corpses rotting in the streets. In just a few hours, that damn Great Wave set us all with our businesses, our money, and...
The Dark Ages.
Of course! In a matter of minutes, we were left with no electricity, no water, and after the initial chaos, the dissolved started to show up. That stupid breach up there.
Oh god.
The fact
Can you
is
stop that?
that the remains of the old system only held up for a few...
The New World, right?
Yes, indeed. You can... Welcome to the future, son.
Alright, so we're trying to understand what's going on, and we already have a lot of new words. The dissolved, the moles, the new worlds, the Great Wave, and whatnot. So we already know kind of what's going on, so let's go and say goodbye.
Just be sure.
So I know in advance, because actually we don't have too much to work with. We only have a pot lid and a notebook. I know you can use the pot lid over here.
Let's see. I could swear that the lid is just the...
We gotta find a way to distract the guy.
Perfect.
To pick up the stuff from his shopping cart. Even though it really looks...
Damn it! What's going on?
Poor guy though, I feel bad.
This damn shithole is going to be the end of us.
Poor guy, alright.
I'll have to do this quickly, before this man stops coughing. Let's see what we have
Filthy
here.
shithole is going to be the
Ugh.
death of us.
I don't see anything but rotten food. Wait a minute. It seems like there's also a small billfold with a bunch of credit cards. What the hell is this guy doing with so much plastic?
Alright, so let's get out of here. Let's get back to the trailer, because we can't go out in
With
the
my
world.
foot in this condition, I wouldn't get very far. I think it would be better to go back inside the trailer and try to take care of this wound.
The game sometimes gives you hints of what you need to do next, and that is actually a very good and subtle way of telling you what to do next if you get stuck at some point. I do remember in old point-and-click games staying for like 3 hours or even more to understand or figure out what you need to do next. So what we need to do next is open this wardrobe, which has good stuff in it, stuff that we need, but it's locked.
Impossible, I'm afraid.
So we're gonna use this card, this credit card, to get into it.
Let's see if I can do this. Good.
Bam!
The mechanism
Progress.
gave way in the first try, but the card is...
Alright, so we have now a bottle of whiskey and a pillowcase. This sound is just so annoying, this ding.
Not just yet. It won't take more than a few hours for the wound on my foot to turn really ugly.
Alright, so we need to combine stuff. Take it as the tutorial, where they kind of force you to learn these mechanics. So, but if you're an experienced point-and-click gamer, you will have no trouble with this. So we gotta join the pillowcase with the bottle of whiskey, but...
What for? I'd only...
It's really too big, so what we gotta do is put it together with this protruding bed spring.
Okay, let's see how well this protruding bed spring can cut.
And bam! We're now making a gauze.
I'll use a little of what's in the bottle.
There we go. Now if we join this with the shoes, finally, we can put them on.
Here goes.
And explore the camp.
Let's pray this...
What bastard put a lid on the drum? You tried to suffocate me, you bunch of assholes!
I think that guy out there just...
Some coward in this shit. Who was it? Who was it? God.
Did you hear that noise, Rod?
I don't know. I'll go have a... I think it's that poor drunk who's always hanging around the trailer. It's a good thing poor Colin can't hear us.
Don't ever say anything like that.
I'm sorry, honey. I was...
They are really protective with their son, so we gotta find out what's going on.
What are you doing here? Get out of here! You've no business being in this room!
Rod, I'm sorry. But what's going on?
Get out of here, Michael! Excuse my outburst, Michael. I shouldn't have behaved that way. It's just that I can't stand to see Colin suffer this way.
Away? Why?
It's no use trying to hide it. You're bound to find out sooner or later. Colin is very sick, and the authorities claim his illness is highly
contagious? The dissolved?
Michael! I won't let anyone use that word in my house!
Yes, sir.
Yes. Colin caught that.
So we have here a start of the line. Colin, the son of the guy that helped us, is sick and is bound to get caught by the authorities and end his life, I guess. So we gotta find a way of curing him.
And what exactly does...
I don't know, Michael. The only news is what the army brings us. They say the disease is highly contagious, but no one has ever come back after being carried off in one of those ambulances.
Yes, of course I understand.
They say that all the victims are condemned, that at the end of their suffering and their I think that even the army is afraid of the victim. Things you wouldn't...
What things happen around people infected with...
Strange things, with no possible... In their trances, they go places, Michael. And we've been living like this for weeks. The things that are happening around Colin are getting more and more confusing.
Talking to the dead? Jesus. This man's nerves are shot from the exhaustion and stress. But how did Colin get infected?
We don't know. The only thing we know is that the disease appeared after the catastrophe.
So the Great Wave brought the dissolved with it?
Yes, but don't use that word again. It's so cruel. In effect, That's the only thing we know for sure about all this insanity.
What's happening to Colin is terrible.
Well, Michael, you can help us. I'm convinced that our finding you was no coincidence.
Yeah, so you're really putting your hopes on me really, really high.
But you said yourself that all the victims are condemned.
No, all is not lost. It seems that in the city, on the other side of the fence, the victims have access to a drug. But we can't get it here.
Yeah, this kind of really sounds like Resident Evil. There's a cure, but it is so rare, so valuable that no one has access to it other than people with good money.
So there's a drug that can cure them?
Yes, and so it's reserved for city dwellers. Get us that drug, Michael. I beg of you, please. Colin's time is running out.
Getting involved looks dangerous. I saw that shooting out there. There's also the possibility of infection.
Infection? Are you afraid for your life, Michael? Without our help, you'd be dead right now. What's more, I could help you in return.
Give me back what I lost?
I know the essential part, Michael. I know that you're a blankhead.
Blankhead?
A blankhead is a person with no memories. It seems that the Great Wave had an enormous neurological impact on certain people, Michael. Or even the worst case. There are people who some ended up dying of starvation. They forgot what food looked like. You can consider yourself lucky. The natural recovery process is slow. Listen to me, Michael. A man without memories is just a shadow. I still have some contacts out there. I could trace your name. I could restore your whole life in the blink of an eye. But please, help us.
I'm grateful for your help, Rod.
Listen to me, Michael. We know that it's possible that our son is condemned to die. In fact, my wife and I have everything prepared for our child is the only thing that keeps us holding on in the new world. So if there is even the slightest chance of saving him, we are prepared to do whatever it takes. Please, Michael, help us. For God's sake, listen to him.
Rod, come in here.
Bring us that cure, and we'll help you get your life back. Colin is our only hope in this new world. Goodbye, Michael.
No, Rod, wait. Bring a drug? Is he out of his mind? I can barely remember who I am. But Rod was right. A man without a past is nothing more than a shadow. He offered to help me get my life back, to get that drug.
Alright, so we have a debt to pay, and we have no memories. And that guy can bring our memories back so that we can find who the hell we are in this world. So this is the start of the story.
Wait a minute. Before leaving, I should write down everything important I find out in this notebook. It might come in handy if, as Rod says, I'm one of the blankheads the Great Wave left in its wake.
So Great Wave, blankheads, dissolved, moles. We have a lot of new concepts in this game already. This guy took the lid off the barrel. Alright, so this is the point where I stop playing.
Damn it! What's going on? It's amazing. Everything's changing again. Everything. Everything is mutating, and I haven't even moved. I don't understand. I don't understand anything.
It's like I'm having visions. Anyway, our new objective I would say, is getting out into the city.
In the distance, you can see the skyline of the city. From what people say, things work somewhat better there.
Alright, so we have a way here to the left, to the right, and in the center. I'm gonna go to the center and talk with those guards, even though I have the idea they're not really friendly, are they?
Maybe this leather saddlebag contains tools for motorcycle maintenance, or well, I'm sure I could drive it.
Alright, let's talk with these guys.
Where do you think you're going, Rat? No one leaves here without a pass, unless it's with a bullet between the eyes.
Yes, and we can take care of that for you if you don't get away from that gate. Come on, stick your neck out. We could use a little entertainment tonight.
What's the matter, Rat? Cat?
I think it's best if I get away from the gate. I'm afraid their threats are deadly serious. Sorry, guys. I'm not looking for trouble.
Okay, nice motorcycle.
Nice motorcycle.
It is, isn't it? It's ours. So get anywhere near it, and you'll end up against that wall.
You don't have the authority to touch it, or point at it, or even look at it.
Dare to touch it with your grubby hand.
Okay, understood.
They don't seem reasonable, even though this guy doesn't seem to be eager to kill me as much as this one.
You say that I can only get out of the camp with a pass.
Only soldiers and moles have passes for entering and leaving the camp. Now, you don't look like either, so get lost.
Well, sometimes we can make an exception, but only if the person who wants to leave is. And why exactly do you want to leave the refugee camp? What did you lose on the other side?
No, I'm not gonna give out the truth. So it's none of your business.
I have my reasons, and I don't think they're any of your business.
What's your tongue, you son of a bitch? If you want to hold on to it.
Don't push your luck.
They're the guys with the guns, so let's be careful with what we say. Let's see.
Talk about something.
I guess
I won't bother you anymore.
Bother them anymore.
Lost.
There you go. So we have here a motorcycle, which kind of hints me it's what we're gonna use to get to the city, maybe. Oh god, this again?
Oh no. Here comes that sensation again. It's like floating in a dense liquid, while everything around me is transformed. Good God. I think I'm starting to lose.
Everything seems to make sense, you know, throughout the story. Other than these moments, I have no idea what's going on. They're just visions that I'm getting for some sort of reason.
Dozens of bullet marks and some trails of fresh blood.
Oh, this wall. This is what they meant by the wall. Okay, so if I press left click twice very rapidly, I can just travel quickly. So that's what I want. Let's go to the right side. Okay, what's going on over here?
Two guys entertaining themselves by playing poker. Even though there are only a few coins on the table, the game seems very intense. I'm afraid neither of them likes losing a hand.
I can envision that we're gonna have to play with them and bet for something.
A thick wall of scrap metal. It's a good 20 feet high. I can't believe it manages to stay up.
Okay, let's start talk with this girl over here. Girl in white.
Hello, Mr. Sleepyhead.
Excuse me? What did you call me?
You're Mr. Sleepyhead. I'm so glad you're awake now.
Wait, she has the pink colored text. It's the same text that I heard when I was sleeping, so it kind of hints me that it's her.
I wasn't asleep. I was sick for a long time in that trailer.
No, you weren't sick. Like a big brown bear.
Okay.
Sometimes I used to watch you sleeping in Rod's house.
Okay.
And you a great big lazy bear, Mr. Sleepyhead. But I'm glad you're awake now. You sound like a knight in a fairy tale.
What the hell is going on? This girl doesn't seem to think with all the screws.
Mr. Sleepyhead? No, that's not my name. I'm Michael.
No, you're just trying to fool me. My name is Rose.
There's something odd about this girl's behavior.
Uh-huh.
It's true that she's very young, but she Nice to meet you, Rose. So, do you know Rod and Colin too?
Of course. I go over to well, when they let me out of the van. Rod and his wife have been very nice to me. We're very good friends.
Yes.
Do you want me to tell you a secret?
Uh-oh.
Of course.
I have your old clothes.
Oh, God.
The ones you were wearing when Rod and his wife found you. They were going to throw them away. But he'll be cold now that winter's coming.
Your baby?
Yes, I have a baby. But he's not. Have you seen him? I have another secret to tell you, Mr. Sleepyhead.
Back in the van, Rose. Now. Move your ass.
Another secret? Just a minute. Wait!
Get in that van.
It's a very important secret, Mr. Sleepyhead. Something about you. But first I have to find my baby.
Come on, Rose, you heard me. You don't want to get us mad.
I have to go. Goodbye.
So, a crazy nutsy girl.
She's obviously mentally ill. She's just a little girl in a grown-up's body.
And you? If you want to go in there with her, you gotta pay like everybody else.
You're kidding me. So you're using her. You're basically being her pimp?
Hey, where do you think you're...
Let me into the van.
Of course, it's none of our business what you want to do with her. Listen, you got any money on you?
No, I don't.
Then come back when you do. We have a very busy schedule.
The girl said something about a secret involving me. It seemed important. Maybe it was a product of her madness. but I need to talk to her inside. I'll come back with the money.
Now that sounds much better.
Okay, so seeing that this is a point-and-click game, I see two objectives over here. The overall objective is obviously to get into the city and get the drug for Colin. Then now we need money or something that make this guy's convinced that I need to get into the van, or I am allowed access to the van. And then we need to find the baby doll for the girl so that she can tell us the
noisy
secret.
Electric generator, but it works.
What exactly do you think?
Hey, pal. My partner and I don't kid around.
Extremely. I was just curious and wanted to see this relic up close. You don't have to get nervous.
So they're two. I'm just only one. So it's not a good idea to mess up with them. Let's talk with them and see how reasonable they are. I'm not getting those coins, am I?
A few lousy coins. Hey, you guys.
Hello again, pal. Have you come back to spend some time with Rose? Or
Let's see.
That poor girl's not right in the head. She acts like a little girl. How can you people be so unscrupulous?
Rose is an adult. She's earning a living.
Mind your own business, pal.
You're abusing a poor, disturbed girl.
Us? Taking advantage of Rose?
We're giving her room and board. She's got nothing to complain about. But she's gotta work. That's the only thing we ask of her in return.
Bring us the money, then you can get in the van. Hey, do us a favor and spare us all that sanctimonious crap from the old world.
Wow. Twisted people.
Is that an electric generator? I've seen very few of these around here.
Yeah, in this hellhole, you can count them on the fingers of...
Nowadays, you can't buy generators like this anywhere. And with the power grid all blown to hell, you can bet that one of these is worth more than your life.
We use it to light Rose's room, so don't get too close to it. And they have a bad habit of getting lost. Now, we wouldn't want that to happen, would we?
Threats. Threats and more threats. So they're not getting
I don't have
me
anything
in the van. So we probably need to do something to the generator so that it stops working, and I don't know, those guys go there and see what's going on with it while I get into the van. Something like that. Either that or getting the money. Let's explore this left part of the map. As you can see, normally in point-and-click games it was, you know, except some rare exceptions. In point-and-click games you can really notice what is clickable and what is not, because the scenario really stands out, or let's say the things that animate are standing out from the rest of the scenario. You really don't notice that much here, which is a good thing.
Here goes.
Oh, what?
It's impossible to budge these drums at all. I don't know what they contain, but another camp inhabitant. Hello.
Hello, son. Would you like to get a little closer to the fire?
Oh.
Thanks, mister. This is a rather isolated part of the camp. What are you doing here?
Well, that's all.
Waiting?
You're waiting. And what is it you're waiting for exactly?
Nothing in particular. The usual. For the fire to go out, for sunrise.
Wow, good life, huh?
Waiting for something to change. I'm just waiting. You're too young to understand.
You're waiting to die, that's probably it.
It's starting to get cold.
Yes, I had a tent once. They issued me one when I decided to enter the refugee camp. A trailer was out of the question. They went to the families with the best contacts. Ah, you know how it is. Even in purgatory, some people are more equal than others.
I see.
You say that you decided to enter the camp. Does that mean that people weren't forced to come here?
Oh, no. Of course not. Why would they have to force us? The catastrophe hit the city hard. Those of us who had lost our... In principle, it was temporary. Just until the authorities got the situation on... We used to have food, water, and a place to sleep.
But now it's more like a prison camp than a refugee center.
I don't really know. I guess something went wrong. The new housing they promised us never got built. The food ran out, and then the water supply. Nobody bothered to replace them.
I see.
In time, things in here started to get very ugly, without any notice. One day they decided that no one could enter or leave here. Well, actually, people still could. Enter, that is. Now, this is where anyone who gets in the way in the city ends up.
So, this has turned into something like a concentration camp.
That's right, son. You know, it's funny. I remember when my father told us about the war in Europe, about all the persecution. That all sounded to us like an old movie. And look at us now. For us to forget about them.
I see. It seems to be existing a whole new big corporation out there that is controlling the whole place. I don't know if this happened to the whole world or just this country. So let's talk about something else. Let's go and see if there's any way out.
So tell me, is there any way to get out of the camp?
I'm sorry, son. The only way to get out of this camp is to know someone important or to become a camp mole.
I see.
I'm not surprised you want to get out of this shithole. Well, they say things are better in the city, but who knows?
Let's see.
Who's Reverend
He's a preacher who sometimes comes from the city to bring us a little comfort. Now, some people make jokes about him, but many of us believe that he's a prophet. His words etch themselves deeply into your soul.
All right.
Changing the subject. I should be going on my way.
Thank you, son.
Suicide Park?
Nah, just a song that drifts into the refugee camp from the other side of the fence now and then. We could sit and count them together, you and I, when the sun departs from Suicide Park. Well, I'm sure you still have some hopes.
Don't like that song. Let's see what's out there in this building. Oh, hi, that's a lot of people. Oh, here's Hank. I bet he can get us out of this freaking crap hole. Empty beer cans. Why not? Thank you. Not sure what I can do with that, but let's talk with Hank. He's a friendly face.
The speaker is cranking out a dreary
Let's see, let's get over here.
Someone went to all the trouble of taking the hood off an old Corvette and dragging it in here.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I
Just
didn't
to turn
notice
it into
yet.
a tacky bar table.
It's the front of a car.
Mike, my friend.
Hi.
Guys, this is my friend Mike. He's new around here. Pull up a seat and have a drink.
Something tells me I shouldn't accept that drink. That it's not a good idea. Not anymore. No thanks. I don't drink.
Okay, Mike. Whatever you say. At least, not in my own. So tell me, what brings you here?
Your friendship. You seemed to be so friendly last time.
A friend of mine is in a bad way. I need to know if there's a drug that can help the dissolved.
A friend of yours, huh? Friendship is important, Mike.
Ouch.
The camp is a very tough place. Do I know this person? I see. Well, look, dude. I've heard something about that cure. Sometimes desperation leads to wishful thinking. But if that drug exists, I can think of only one place.
Where?
There's a small medical center on the outskirts of the city. It's more like a pharmaceutical warehouse. I bet my bottom dollar that's where they keep anything if you can find a way out of this hellhole, that is. You know I like you, dude. Let's stay away from those untouchables. From the dissolved.
I thought you were more brave, Hank.
What more can you tell me about the dissolved?
Only what the authorities say. The disease is fatal. That's why they have to get rid of them as soon as possible. Have you ever seen one of those poor suckers die, dude?
No.
Well, you're lucky, Mike. It goes something like this. After weeks of drifting in and out of their trances, something fails all of a sudden. The pain makes them kick and scream like pigs in a slaughterhouse. That's why they gave it that name. They literally dissolve.
But that's terrible.
On the contrary, dude, those bastards spread the plague. Anyway, you know how it works. The cleanup brigades tend to be more than who help them with their mission of tracking down.
Pardon if I'm wrong, or if I'm, making this too general, but this just looks like a disease like from zombies that we have so many games out there right now, but with a dissolved disease and not really zombie disease.
And can't you get hold of some of that drug for me?
I don't get mixed up in things like that, dude. Helping or hiding the dissolved will be severely punished. Not even collaborate. You saw what happened to that mole.
What are you talking about? Those pigs.
That's camp slang. The soldiers, the inhabitants of this shithole call anyone with a rifle and a uniform a pig. They can blow your head off right on the spot.
Okay, so we have the pigs, we have the dissolved, we have the moles, we have so many people already. Alright.
Tell me.
Why do they call you a hunter?
Why do they call you the hunter?
That's a good question. You know my real name is Hank. Now I'm the hunter. Because I can find you what you want.
I
when you
need
want
someone
it.
like that.
The new world gave me a new name.
A new life?
Yeah, a new life. But I think in a way, you and I are similar, Mike. It was the Great Wave. The Great Wave that changed, and the old world was a messy, complicated, and unjust place. When all the old laws disappeared, only one rule remained. You gotta do what you gotta do. And that's the universal law that puts each of us.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Sounds like a handy way to justify anything and everything, even the indefensible. Yes, Hank.
I knew it. I knew you'd get it, but don't call me Hank. I told you, that guy died in the...
This guy reminds me about Sean Connery. Not entirely sure why. I guess it's his face.
I should be going now.
Fine, Mike. Remember, dude, here we can get you whatever you need.
No, you can't.
No questions asked.
Or it would give me that drug. Alright, let's talk. Oh, the hunter's man. So he kind of has a gang. Which is a good thing, because he's my friend, so he probably won't get me in trouble. Or I won't get in trouble with them. More like it.
They look at their boss like obedient dogs. I guess these two gorillas, like everything in this establishment, either belong to, work for, or...
Yeah, I get that. So there's not much to do in the bar. Let's talk with the bartender. Maybe he knows something.
What are you having, pal?
Nope. I'm afraid I don't...
That's no problem here. We don't only accept... We accept anything of value.
What about a pack of cans?
What do you sell here?
Anything you can eat or drink. For other types of goods, talk to the hunter directly. What do you need? Liquor, tobacco, food?
At the moment, I don't need anything like that. But I'll keep it in mind. Thank you.
Okay.
Interesting place.
No, pal, don't get the wrong idea. I only work here. This belongs to the hunter, like every other business enterprise here inside the camp. He's the head honcho.
I see.
It's a good thing to be friends with him, I guess.
I saw a bunch of barrels stacked up at the entrance to the building. Just out of curiosity, what's in them?
Nothing. Just some things that... Take my advice, pal. Keep your nose out of the hunter's business if you want to keep it on your face.
Okay, it was...
Ouch, jeez. Alright, so... I think we explored the max we could. Empty beer cans.
A bunch of empty aluminum cans. Lightweight and tinny. I doubt he needs my bottle of whiskey. He's been drinking since I came in here.
Oh, okay. What about the bartender? Maybe I can barter something.
Greetings, pal. Are you proposing a trade? What do you need?
At the moment...
Oh, great. At the moment, I don't need anything. Actually, I could use money to give to those guys to talk with Rosa. Let's try these soldiers. Maybe they would like a drink. You know, this is the nature of a point-and-click game, trying out stuff. Logic scenarios.
Better not to see them drunk. Their violence could escalate.
Okay, let's try over here then. Oh, there we go. This is a new place. Wow, very hidden. Alright, let's talk with the girl.
A woman with a dirty, unkempt appearance. Does her distress have anything to do with the condition of this house?
Maybe.
Hey! You filthy rat!
Uh-oh.
Get out!
No.
Forgive me.
We've got nothing left for you to steal.
No, you've got it all wrong. But wait a minute. I recognize you. Weren't you with the man they shot out there a while back?
Yes. My name is Misha, and that man is my husband.
Isn't he dead?
But what happened?
It's all your fault. All because of you camp rats. One of you reported him for harboring a dissolved. And those army pigs opened fire without even caring who they were or how hard my husband had worked.
So the lady the cleanup brigades took away from this house was dissolved?
That was my mother. I'm never gonna see her again. Damn filthy rat. It was you people that brought death to this family.
Wait, but if that woman was deceased and the guy was a mole, they shouldn't have done that because the mole is working for them, right?
Why is everything all over the floor?
They left us nothing. Those envious rats took everything. They'd been hanging around waiting for days. It seems like those bums have a sixth sense about where dissolved is being hidden. When they saw my husband injured and lying on the ground, they forced their way in and looted our house.
Bums? Envious rats?
Them! Everyone living here in this camp envies us. They envy what we have, our privileges.
So they envy you because your husband is a mole?
Don't call him that, you worm! He collaborates with the forces of law and order. That's his job.
And in this collaboration with law enforcement, wasn't turning in others of the dissolved one of your husband's duties?
Shut up! Shut up! You're just like the rest of the rats in this camp. And what are the three of us gonna do when my husband's gone? We'll lose everything. The house, the money.
You said the three of us.
We have 2 children, and in this camp, envy eats away at everybody. Now we'll be outcasts. Winter will come. Our money will run out. Those 2 brats wear me down with their antics, but they're my children, and none of this is their fault.
Maybe I can help and you can help me?
How is your husband?
He's badly injured. He's really suffering. He's in excruciating pain. If we at least had some morphine to ease his pain.
Oh.
What privileges are you going to lose?
As a collaborator, my husband always received special treatment from the army. More generous rations of food and water. And now all of that's gonna end. We won't be able to leave the camp. We'll die locked up in here.
Did she say a gate pass? Listen, Misha, I can help you.
And just how are you gonna help us, rat?
There's something important I urgently need to get from the other side of the fence. While I'm out there, I could also get some morphine for your husband. I've heard that things are better in the city. It shouldn't be too hard for me to find some, but first I need to get out of the camp.
Like I told you, my husband has a pass that gets him through the gate. I could lend it to you, but I don't trust you. Beat it! Get out of here!
If I want to get my identity back, I need that drug for the dissolved. And to get it, I have to leave the camp. I have to do whatever it takes to gain this woman's trust, no matter how unpleasant I find her screams and insults. Listen to me. I'm not just another camp rat. You told me you were worried about winter coming. Let me help you. Then will you trust me?
I don't know. Bring me the food first. First, you bring me food for my children.
I'll do it.
Okay, new objective. Getting food for this woman, and I do think where I can get it. Let's see, can I get back there? Probably not. She won't let me. Oh, she will. Oh, here are the kids.
One of the many sentry towers surrounding the camp. And inside each and every one of them, there's a sniper, armed to the teeth and itching to shoot something.
The kids are playing at Hit the Pigs. Oh, ouch. This again.
Oh no. It's starting again. It's amazing. Everything's changing. Everything.
It's like I'm watching the future.
Everything is mutating, and I haven't even moved. I don't understand.
Me neither. Okay, let's start with the kids.
Hi, kids.
Hello, sir.
What are you up to?
We're doing target practice. Someday, we'll get those pigs who shot Dad.
How awful. These children must have seen the cleanup brigades shoot their father out there. Poor kids. And how is the target practice going?
Bad at the moment. We need a real target.
Yeah, we need a better target. Hey, quit talking to that rat. He's not one of us. You know what Mom and Dad say about the people in the camp. Leave my brother alone. Get lost, rat.
Yeah, you're not one of us.
Wow. They get their brain washed from the very start. Alright, let's get out of here. I think I know what to do. Let's trade with the bartender.
Greetings, pal. Are you proposing? What do you need?
I'm still interested in that box of food you offered me.
Let me see. But the bottle's been open, and there's a lot missing. I'd take it.
I'm afraid I have nothing more that can...
Too bad, pal. Come back with something more than just
seriously?
that bottle, and the food's yours. You know how it works. We accept everything.
So I need something more valuable. That's too bad. So I need to get the food to the lady now, which takes us to find a whole new problem. And there's nothing else I can do over here, right?
Nothing of interest. But wait a minute. I think I can see something sticking...
Oh, pack of cigarettes. We didn't see that
Don't
before.
even think about touching anything in this house, rat. You're just a lousy thief, like...
Oh, god dang it.
No, wait. I just want to help you.
Oh, yeah? Keep your hands off our things, you...
Of course.
Filthy
Understood.
animal. Whew. I remember that. So, I need to get this lady out of here so that I can pick up those pack of cigarettes to give to the bartender to trade for some food. So, in this game, you do need to look at stuff to eventually trigger some actions.
Hi, kids.
Bad at the moment. We need a
Yeah, we need... Hey, you know what?
Better target.
Leave my...
Yeah.
We need a better target. How can I help with that? The cans, then? Oh, haha. I used to do this as a kid. Does that mean I'm old?
Thank you. Now we'll really...
So now you're saying...
No, I'm not. My name is Michael.
Hello, Michael.
So they will probably now try to do something to distract the lady. Let's see. I need your help, boys.
I need your help, boys.
Here we go.
How can we help?
I have to get something from inside your house. But your mother is very agitated. It's a mission.
What do you want us to do, Mike?
I need you to get your mother out of the house for a few minutes. Do you think you can do that?
Of course, we're big boys.
I'll owe you. I promise.
Okay, let's...
A mission.
Alright. Let's get inside the house and get those pack of cigarettes. Which is right over here. There we go. That sound again. I really think that sound could be much better. Or even non-existent.
What the hell's going on? Oh, God. My head feels like it's gonna explode.
Michael, please, help us. Help us. Please, remember, Beechwood Oracle.
Repent! It's the sun! Was it our fault? Did we do it? Yes! We did it!
Enough! Please! Enough!
Please, Michael, help us. Only you can do it. Remember, Beechwood Oracle.
Good God. What are these images? And that woman's voice. It's the same one that woke me up in the trailer. I'm trying. I'm trying to remember. And stop tormenting me. I hope Rod helps me find some answers. If not, I'll go mad. Absolutely mad.
There's really something weird going on with my head. Much bigger than what is happening down here. So let's try to get that food, finally. By giving this guy the pack of cigarettes. Is that enough now?
Greetings, pal. Are you proposing a trade? What do you need?
I'm still interested in that. I brought you this pack.
Virginia tobacco. There's not much of this in the can, but it's not enough. The pack's been opened and several cigarettes are missing. Fantastic. I'll take both of them. Here you go, pal.
Aha! Progress! Alright, now I wonder if we get back there, will the lady be at her house now? Oh, there we go. Let's give her the food package.
Here, this is what...
That's all the food you brought?
I'm sorry, it's very complicated getting more in the camp. I only wanted to show you that you can trust me.
That's what all you rats in this trash heap say? Taking advantage of my husband and...
I've held up my part of the bargain. Listen, let me have that pass to get out of the camp, and I promise I'll come back with the morphine you...
Okay, here.
Ah, good. Nice.
What's this? A bracelet?
It's like an ID badge. Wear it in the soul. It won't just get you out of the camp. It'll also help you avoid all kinds of problems. I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing, but just don't betray me, you rat. Much more money than you could earn in a life.
No, that's not necessary. We never said anything about money.
I have to know you're coming back, and I know that money is the only thing that'll make you keep your word. Now get out of my sight. There'll be a fat wad of cash waiting.
Okay.
Alright, we have a new reward as well, which is cool. Let's try to get out of the the camp, and get to the outskirts of the city. Can I possibly go out now, guys?
Go through that gate.
Do you need to get a closer look at what I have on my wrist?
Wait a minute. Look, he's got on one of those ID. Those cockroaches are very useful to us in here. Look.
You heard him. Get.
Nice. So, can we get out of here? There we go. Oh, and there seems to be a passage to the left as well. Is it a new place? Oh, what is this? Oh wow, this is a cool layout. This is pretty cool. I like this. Why don't they do it more? I wish there was something more like this in the game.
I can't reach it from here. Maybe I should find a way to get to the...
With the tree? The burned tree?
It's the charred remains of a tree trunk. For the moment, it's holding its own.
Alright, I need to find a way to get the tree down. So, this is the outskirts of the city. Let's get back. I wish they would do something more like that. It really looks cool. It gives a lot of uniqueness to the game. Let's try to leave to the outskirts of the city. But oh, I probably need the motorcycle? Oh no,
So,
we don't.
I enter the city. It welcomes me with its most merciless and bitter grimace. What I see before my eyes is not what I expected. Doomsday made it here, too. Even if no one in the refugee camp knows it yet. Damn it. The city looks as bruised and battered by the catastrophe as the rest of us.
Not good. Act 2, Doomsday City. Ladies and gentlemen, there would be much more to explore into this game. Obviously, it's a point-and-click game. We're just in the start of it. And I bet there will be a lot more, many more hours of gameplay into Dead Synchronicity. It's a pretty cool, decent point-and-click game. We're not having many of those these days. Unfortunately, it is a genre that kind of died with time. Unfortunately, I really love these kind of games. The art style is cool. The only thing I would really hope for is a better post-production in the sound. You don't have too many ambient sounds. The voice acting sometimes doesn't really sound like they're there in the world, if you know what I mean. That thing that happened with the outskirts of the city, when we were watching that tree, that kind of cartoonish page kind of layout, was pretty cool, and I wish the game had more of that. This rat won't move. Oh, there we go, it did. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. My name is TheSparrowsJourney, and this was my first look into Dead Synchronicity. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you are looking for more, feel free to check these suggestions. As a reminder, if you're looking into buying games, considering using my G2A ref link in the description of this video. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on the next one, and remember, stay above the waters.